We will pay assemblymen, members. Thank you. We will pay assembly members and give them responsibility for the collection of births and deaths statistics in their electoral areas. We will ensure the depoliticization of the civil and local government services. We will upgrade the whole Kaswa, Ashaman, Techiman, Koforidua, Sunyani, Bogatanga, Hohoi, and Wa municipal assemblies into metropolitan assemblies. We'll establish accounts for the disability fund in every district. And so the percentage meant for the disability fund will be paid into a special account. 50% will go to paying a stipend to recognize persons living with disability in the district, and the other 50% will be used to invest in projects that will benefit the persons living with disability. Security will implement the report of the inquiry into the Ayawaso West Wagon vigilante incident. We will empower the 48th Engineers Regiment to construct living accommodation for security personnel, to establish new military presence and installations across the country, especially in the new regions that do not have a military installation. We'll establish a new military training and recruiting academy for the northern sector of the country. We'll establish a police station, a district police station in every district where there is none. We'll review and enforce medical packages for both serving and retired personnel and their families. We'll review the compensation package for personnel who lose their lives or get injured in the line of duty. We'll clear the backlog of promotions and ensure timely promotion based on merit and transparency. We'll depoliticize the Ghana Armed Forces and restore discipline and loyalty to the state. We'll encourage and expand opportunities for non-commissioned officers, that's other ranks, to access officer cadet training where appropriate. We'll construct housing units and residential accommodation for the Ghana Armed Forces, refurbish dilapidated and abandoned housing units across the country, systematically review upward salaries and allowances of troops and their civilian employees, upgrade retirement benefits for personnel, establish armed forces home ownership schemes for armed forces personnel, complete and equip the Kumasi Military Hospital at Afari. Other things, I'll jump some of them. Establish armed forces, agribusiness and processing units, revamp the defense industry to produce clothing, boots and accessories for the Ghana Armed Forces and other security services. We'll expand and equip the Field Engineers Corps to undertake national emergency projects, including road construction, and be licensed to undertake commercial ventures of the Ghana government. We'll roll out transparent and accessible police education and scholarship scheme. We'll increase officer and residential accommodation for personnel of the Ghana Police Service. We'll complete the police hospital project. We'll construct a second police hospital in the northern part of the country. Complete the construction of the Dovsu headquarters, and I'm sure this is one that the police officers are waiting for. Use a yearly internal recruitment approach to grant amnesty to police personnel who privately acquired additional qualifications from recognized tertiary institutions, such that some of them can become officers each year through an accelerated promotion regime. We'll maintain the Cap 30 pension scheme for police service personnel. We will implement the Ghana Prisons Decongestion Project. We will modernize the prison system and make it more humane. We will provide facilities to separate remand prisoners from convicted prisoners. We will set up a special remand sentence review committee to review cases of persons accused of light offenses. Encourage community service and other non-custodial sentences for minor offenders. Create well-equipped technical and vocational departments in all prisons. Ensure proper healthcare facilities in the prisons. Ensure safety and security of Ghanaians by reconstituting the joint military police anti-armed robbery patrols. We'll restore the visibility police. And so at every intersection, we'll have police in order to keep crime under control. We'll conduct investigations into the assassination of Ahmed Swali and other unsolved cases. Including the murder of the late Honorable J.B. Dankwa. We'll change the current climate of fear, intimidation, and harassment of the media. We'll continue the process towards passing the broadcasting bill. We'll develop a media development fund to support professional training of journalists and media organizations as part of COVID-19 relief package. The NDC will address the canker of nepotism and growing corruption. We'll restore the integrity and strengthen independent anti-corruption institutions, and they'll be at the forefront of our fight against corruption. We'll strengthen the anti-corruption institutions like TRAJ, IOCO, the Financial Intelligence Center, the Office of Special Prosecutor, and empower them to investigate all cases of corruption swept under the carpet by this administration. They will also be empowered and free to investigate any incidents of corruption under the next NDC administration. We will introduce legislation to regulate agency representation and the conduct of business practices of multinational companies. This means that if a multinational company wants to do business in Ghana, it's not a crime to have an agent, but they will be compelled to disclose who their agents are for transparency, for purposes of transparency. Update the guidelines for political office holders developed and launched during my administration. The presidency shall not act as a clearinghouse for corrupt appointees. Launch Operation Sting as a major anti-corruption crusade. Be relentless in efforts against corrupt political appointees and public sector workers. Amend the law to enable publication and audit of assets declaration forms by political and public office holders. Codify the conflict of interest situations. Make single source procurements or sole sourcing an exception and not the rule. Create a fairer emolument system and remove the distortions between Article 71 office holders and other public sector employees. Reduce drastically the current size of ministers and their deputies. Reduce the number of political appointees at the presidency and other institutions. Reduce the number of ministries in order to save cost. Continue and complete the constitutional review process. Depoliticize the civil and public services. Roll out an aggressive social housing plan to deliver a minimum of 20,000 low-income houses in all districts of Ghana. MMDAs will work with traditional authorities to acquire lands for the project. All materials for the housing will be sourced locally and will implement a national mortgage assistance scheme for security services and other public sector employees. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the National Manifesto Committee for the diligent work that they did. It has taken them many sleepless nights to be able to complete this work. I believe that this is a manifesto that holds the key to the destiny of Ghana. It is possible, it is implementable, and I know that with the support of my running mate, Professor Nana Jeno Poku Ajimai, the executives of our party and our government to be come January 7th, 2021, we will be able to implement this project, this manifesto. I know it's not going to be easy because we are looking at the numbers. We know we're going to inherit a very tattered economy. For those who pride themselves on economic management, I mean, they should really feel ashamed to hand over an economy like this to another administration. Highly distressed in terms of debts, budget and fiscal overruns, uncontrolled borrowing from the central bank now, and we understand the difficulties we're going to face. One of the first things we'll do is to achieve consensus on economic management. And so we will hold a second Senchi conference, for those of you who remember Senchi 1, which was boycotted by the NPP. I hope this time, even if they're in opposition, they will join us for Senchi 2, so that we achieve consensus on economic management and fiscal consolidation going forward. I want to thank our National Executive Committee for the emergency meeting this morning to approve the manifesto. At this juncture, I'll invite my running mate, Nana, to come up and join me as we launch the manifesto. You hold it like that. It is our honor and privilege to declare the 2020 Manifesto of the National Democratic Congress with the theme Jobs and Prosperity for All, the People's Manifesto, duly launched. We're also conscious of our persons living with disability. And so we did not only complete and launch the main manifesto, we also completed and we are launching today the Braille version of the NDC manifesto. Thank you very much, and God richly bless all of us.
C'était fan. Kojobi. 2020 the Mahameba. And the Mclay was offer. I go for the bar with the share for 4 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Please take your seats. Thank you very much.
Mama, 2020, when you jump, because Mama Fa, Mr. Mama Fa, Mama
We are not done yet. We need to take the Muslim prayer.
Galamse was so Mr.
Take your seat.
Obama Kofa soldiers. Was the intimate?
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. We are not done yet. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. We are not done yet. Please go back to your seats.
Please, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the program is not over. Can you kindly take your seats so that we take the closing prayer? It is important we began with God. It's important we end with a prayer. Please, those around His Excellency must be made to take their seats. Please take your seats now and let us end the program in a very, very decent manner. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Please, security, can you assist us? Take your seats. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Please take your seats, and let's give glory to God for giving us a beautiful Manifesto Launch tonight. Please take your seats. Please take your seats, and let's give glory to God for such a beautiful program tonight. Take your seats. Please, security, assist us. Take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Thank you very much. We would like to acknowledge Prophet Dr. Bedu Kobi. He is founder and leader of the Glorious Wave International Church. Reverend Cyril Fayose is General Secretary of the Christian Council, and Bishop Cornelius Ajakofi is from the Victory Bible Church.
We also want to thank sincerely our Nananom and chiefs who also graced the event today. Nilaike the Safeguard Manchian Lakreman Manche, who is the Bese of Atofoche, and Niteku Ojenma, who is also Aveno Manche. And we also had the representative of Ni Aibonte II, Bese Manche, and Adonten of the Ga State. We are grateful that you all could make time to join us. Once again, our gratitude to the Council of Elders of our party, those who have been acknowledged already. We are grateful. We also are grateful to Ambassador Anna Enin, Ambassador Clark Kwesi, Honorable John Abu, Honorable Cletus Avoka, Dr. Deborah Kubaji, and Alhaji Hudu Yahya. Honorable Kwame Pepra, we indeed owe you debts of gratitude. Thank you very much. We are also grateful to all former government appointees who could make time to join us this evening, and our party executives from the regions across the country and also the constituencies. We are indeed grateful that you could also join us today. We also are grateful for the representation that we had from the Progressive Transport Owners Association, ProTour, from the Concerned Drivers Union, from the National Union of Ghana Students, and the Technical University Tutors Association of Ghana. We are grateful for the representation also from GENOPS, and we are grateful for the representation from the all-knowing, not my words, civil society organizations who are all being represented here. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. We are grateful for the the representation from the creative arts, the professional forum, and also the diaspora members of the National Democratic Congress. We are grateful that you all have followed and contributed to tonight's event. We are grateful for the representation from the progressive intellectuals as well, and the GPRTU, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, the minority parties that also made it here. We are grateful for your presence, and we thank you, the Muslim community. We had with us the General Secretary of the Federation of Muslim Community, the Muslim Council, Alhaji M. That is Muhammad Pakoadu, and also the Deputy Ahmadiyya Mission Imam Alhaji Wahabisa was with us, and we are grateful for all these representations. Obi.
And we are grateful to you too. I used to listen to you on Radio Gold.
And you became my producer.
So
and later took over.
Producer turned presenter. So tonight is historic for us because I used to produce him. Then I became the presenter when he left the morning show. But we all decided to go to Parliament together. He won, I didn't win. I'm sure his constituency is going to give him a second term. And then later on, maybe sometime later, I'll join you in the chamber.
I cannot wait to have you join me. But you know what was refreshing for me? Among many things, the fact that the media once again will be free from intimidation, from censorship, and from the needless attacks that many of them have suffered. I feel sorry for the colleagues that we left behind at Radio Gold who are currently unemployed because of a very insensitive government policy.
But whatever it is, 7 December, we'll make a bold decision and Radio Gold will come back. His name is Al-Hassan S. Suhini.
And that is Obobia Opokudako. And with pleasure, I would like to invite the Lieutenant, the very Lieutenant Colonel Umar Sanda Ahmed to give us the closing prayer for tonight. A round of applause for Colonel Umar Sanda.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.
Can we please be upstanding for the closing prayer? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Allah, we have presented the covenant, the contracts with the people of Ghana this evening. 3 months from today, it is our hope that you imbue in them a greater sense of love for this country so that they will cast their vote and cast it properly for John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman. May Allah open the hearts and minds of Ghanaians to see sense and truth in this covenant, and that this is the only way we can move this country forward, and there is no other way. And they should hang on to it, because therein lies our salvation as a people. Allahumma rabbana iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata allazina an'amta alayhim. غير المكتوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. آمين. نعم.
Okay, so we wish you all a safe trip back home and have a good night. Thank you.